Patty Ann Brown, and you are in the strategy room. The primetime Fox News Google Republican presidential debate is tonight at 9 p.m. It's the last chance for candidates to battle it out before Iowa voters cast their votes. With Donald Trump vowing to stay away, the other 7 candidates on stage are eager for the chance to snag the spotlight. Could this be an opportunity for the underdogs to gain ground in the final stretch before the Iowa caucuses? Joining us now to weigh in is Talk Media News Bureau Chief and Fox News contributor Ellen Ratner. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much.
And we were going to have a Republican strategist, but he at the last minute had to cancel. So, Ellen, it's all you today.
It's all me. Okay.
Right. So on stage tonight, we're going to have Texas Senator Ted Cruz, Florida Senator Marco Rubio, retired neurosurgeon Ben Carson, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, former Florida Governor Jeb Bush, Ohio Governor John Kasich, and Kentucky Senator Rand Paul. Ellen, predictions?
Well, my prediction is that Trump takes it away, and I actually think that he made a very smart move for him, not for everybody else, to not be in the debate, because I think he was going to be confronted on some of his positions, and he may have lost some points. He may lose some points anyhow by not being part of the Fox Google debate today. But I think that the fact is that he is inching his way out because he had nothing to gain by being in that debate. And he's putting it all on to, our host, Megyn Kelly. But I think Megyn Kelly has nothing to do with it. I think this is his way out.
All right. So are the other candidates going to attack him in his absence?
Well, if they're smart, they won't attack him. If they're smart, they will come up with their plan and talk to the American people and talk to the people in Iowa who might be voting for them or who might go to the caucuses, who get out of their houses and do so. It's all about turnout in Iowa. And say, hey, this guy's plan really excites me. He speaks to me. Or with Carly Fiorina, she speaks to me.
Cruz right now, he's the closest to Trump in Iowa in the polls. Is he going to steal the spotlight now, or do you think one of the underdogs might rise up?
You know, it's very hard to know because it really depends on what it's Ted Cruz's to lose, but he's got to speak to the Iowa voter. He has to tell them why he should be in their living room for the next 4 years, why he has something to offer.
Senator Marco Rubio gaining on Cruz in Iowa in the latest polls. What does he have to do to break out tonight?
I think what Marco Rubio really has to do, again, is he has to come with a plan that speaks to people. He has to say how their lives are going to improve under Senator Rubio. And if he can't tell them how their lives are going to improve, whether it's going to be jobs, whether it's going to be education, whether it's going to be health care, then he's not going to make it. So he's got to say, this is what I can do to improve your life. This is how you're going to have be a better American and have a better life as an American.
Yeah. What about the negativity? Everyone started out really polite, but now we're seeing some, negative talk coming from Rubio, Cruz, Trump about each other, Bush. Is that good or bad for them as candidates?
There used to be this adage in campaigning that negative ads worked, that negative campaigning worked. People aren't so sure about that anymore. Yeah. And that has really changed. And I've been doing this since the early 90s. I didn't go to the conventions in 92, but I certainly was on air at that point. I started the conventions and New Hampshire in 96. So I've had a long view of this, and I will tell you that I think negative campaigning, which used to be the adage of what would work, and negative going after somebody, I'm not sure Americans buy into that anymore. And this will be an interesting contest to see if that really happens.
Yeah, definitely. But also, you don't want, the people in the same party don't want to see their party cannibalize itself. So,
well, Ronald Reagan said, "Thou shalt not speak ill of another Republican."
Yes, well, that rule has been broken many times.
That's right.
Say. Rand Paul, he was on the main stage in earlier debates. Didn't make it the last time and said, I'm boycotting. I don't want to be at the kids' table, as they call it. Now he's back on the main stage. What does he have to do?
Well, I think he has to, again, show that he is not afraid if he needs to. I mean, most people view him as a guy who's got a wall around the United States and he's not willing to go out there. But I think he has to talk. Look, most Americans are terrified about terrorism, and he has to talk about what he would do. And if that includes leaving the shores of the good old USA, that's what he has to talk about, because he does not want to be labeled as somebody who has his eyes shut at the border of the United States.
Yeah. All right. Should be interesting. Ellen
Thank
Ratner,
you.
Thank you so much for joining us. And don't forget, tune in tonight, Fox News Google Republican presidential debates. The earlier debate is at 7 Eastern. The primetime debate is at 9. I'm Patty Ann Brown. Thanks for watching.